So I found this old typewritten journal of mine in Venice Beach. I used to type this journal every morning. And what did I do? I don't know if I can type a lot of stuff. So, kind of interesting because I think what happened was I got this book about doing the daily writing. You know, Julia Cameron, I believe, the ex-wife of Martin Scorsese, had that book about doing the morning writings, and so I used to write every morning, right? It says it in June June 1597, I talked with an old man on a boardwalk who says to just do it. Jack London did not leave the house without writing for an hour. We choose our self-pity. We choose to live or not to live. So then skip to July 14th. So this was 1997. So this was almost exactly 28 years ago. Jog. Yesterday I went to acting class with teacher off of Melrose. Oh, I remember that. The guy said that I would be good for the play Birdie, I think it was. And a play with George. That's my uncle. I don't remember what play it was. July 16th, a little twisted fine with my brother. A call for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was an extra in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You can believe that. Wait. Right? No, it says July 8th. How did I get that? It must be July 18th. I don't know. Jog met a guy with some syndrome that's going to kill him, but he plays safe. July 19th, me and Brian go to see a psychic who tells me I'm not going to make it in music. Does it curve left or right? So I went to a psychic. Me and Brian went to a psychic, and they said that I was not going to make it in music. My guitar was strong, signed for classes that are going to be dropped. July 19th, bought multicolored light bulb. The 20th, 21st, I hung out with Uncle George. The 22nd, which was exactly 28 years ago, regard to his party. He was upstairs. Didn't want to stick around. Went to Sue's house. Lula told me about the beatniks were nothing special because she went to Columbia and used to see them there. July 28th, me and Brian saw a guy in the street who looked like he was dead but wasn't, so we called the paramedics. Saw Grandma. Met John Kalodner, that was a famous music and stuff. Applied for jobs I didn't get. The guy told me I was living under a dark star until November. Visited a friend at a rehab. Went to his room for cleaning room at Sunset. I remember that. Read that Jane's Addiction's getting back together. Grandma's birthday on the 27th. My brother's birthday on the 28th. Bill got to see my room last night. That's my uncle. After he hacked my ring that got stuck into my finger. Started work at One Life. I'll speak to all my last a few days. Saw the movie Anthem at the New Art. Saw like Water for Chocolate. Hung with Ilana. After the New Art, I met an Israeli girl who called me that day. I had to borrow some money. Brian leaves for cross-country trip on April 1st. Valet parking job. After I saw Courtney Love, told her she was a good actress. Thanks, man, she responded. Saw Leo DiCaprio, didn't say anything to him. Had to park cars on Hollywood Boulevard. August 2nd, come up for the first scene and will later be painted out bikini, named after a poem I wrote. In the back streets and the alleyways, I take a picture of you every day as the sun sets over your heart. Hello? She weeps among the rivers of decay and closes her eyes every day as the sun sets over your heart. Begins to pray that she will see the second part of her life. Hurry up and take a picture before it's too late. Hurry up and take a picture, no time to hesitate. Hurry up and take a picture, not a moment to wait. To love is to hate, and the world will stop for you. A moment and time, and you will see into the black and white. Where souls collide, sometimes I go to Skid Row to figure out what I don't know. I sit among the dusty heap and gnash my teeth. I weep for me, not anybody else. For myself, if I can convince myself. I don't know. I'm going to skip this poem. I'm going to go more to the journal. Clip's funeral, extra on Sparks. I have to stop. Okay, you get a block. I'm not really into the raunchy stuff anymore. Okay, guys. I'm not as much of a comedian as I used to be. So I was an extra on Sparks. I don't remember what that was. That was a show. Found out William Burroughs died. Gave collages to Carl Jackson to give to Perry Farrell. That was the guy that worked for Perry Farrell. Went to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In with the next few days. Met Phil the astrologer. Went home and got a car. Okay, I went and got a car. There was a car at my parents' house and I went and got it. Carl says that Perry liked what I wrote on the note. I was supposed to pick up Jackson and Lisa, but they flaked out on me. That weekend I had worked on the movie The Debt, which had the Renzo Lamas. Tried out for a really bad band in Hollywood. Bought a juicer that will later break. Worked on Family Matters. Took out Ilana to Mobays. Went to Sunset Junction weekend. Breakfast with Beck on K-Rock on the 20th. August 27th, Vermont. Rebecca calls but does not leave a number where I can reach her. Called Amy Irwin. I bought Beck one foot in the grave. On August 28th, bad incident with neighbors thinking I'm eavesdropping on the phone because the phone was messed up. Spent night at my friend Andy Irwin's house, watched The River's Edge, went out with him and a friend. August 31st, day of Bolt movie in Griffith Park. Met Darius and Claudia, a woman I later sleep with. Met Jordan, whom I went to see a movie with. Went to see Star Maps with Ilana and Brian. I was on the show Ellen. Let's see. LL Cool J video. Saw Henry Rollins at Borders. Got a new typewriter. A couple of days earlier, I tried out for Green Frog, a movie. Didn't make it. I met Natasha, Darius' roommate. Went to school, didn't like it. Worked on a show called Berkeley South and met John Friedman. Went to church with him and I had a religious experience. I remember that. I went to like a I went to like a black church on Crenshaw, and this was, I guess, October 1st, 1997, and they said now the Lord has his hand on you always. So that's kind of cool. Phone got turned off, watched the movie Murder at 1900 with Phil, and it was after a jog. Some guy is yelling at some people in a car. Wrote 18 pages for Sainted Abercrombie, hung with Gareth, Natasha, a guy named Steve Abbott. Had hung out with Mary in the last few days, saw the Charlatans UK, saw Silverstone and gang-related Tupac Shakur movie. Okay. On October 16th, I was on Mad About You, hung with Steven. He told me about ego, edging God out, practiced Dracula, seeing the trauma partner, parking tickets, couldn't get into Jane's addiction at the Roxy. Steven. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I wrote. I'm gonna do something with all these old. I have all these old writings. It's crazy.